Students, welcome to All Force e-learning junior intermediate English class. I'm very happy to appear before you once again to deal with one more topic, that is if I were you. It's a one act play. So previously I taught you spoken English and broken English, in which you have come to know how to speak English. You need not worry to speak English wherever you go. And today I would like to explain you a wonderful one act play. Okay, dear students, just have a glance on the board. The title of one act play. What is this? If I were you. Have you come across about this expression anywhere? I hope that you have already learned tenses in SSC. This is related to conditional clauses. What kind of conditional clause does it belong to? Do you know, my dear children? It is a second conditional clause, which is also known as improbable condition. Okay, and here this is related to imaginary condition, and in imaginary condition or imaginary conditional clause, the be form is plural. If I were the Prime Minister, I would help the poor. If I were you, I would construct a house. In imaginary condition, in imaginary conditional clause, let me repeat once again, the be form should be in plural form, that is past be form. Were is used. So this is the title, my dear students, and this is written by Douglas James, and the lifespan of Douglas James is, he was born in 1928 and lived up to 2002, and he was born in Bray Cowicklow, which is in Ireland, and he was an Irish playwright. Playwright is a playwright or a dramatist, we can say. An Irish, the choice between a or an is determined by the sound but not the letter. Before vowel sounds, an is used. This is related to articles. Dear students, when you read lessons, you can come across many grammar points. If you are thorough with grammar, you can revise grammar while you are reading lessons also. Okay, he was an Irish playwright, and he has written frequently for television. He has written number of plays. Among them, here are given some: The Savages, The Ice Goddess, and North City Traffic Straight Ahead. So this is pertaining to Mr. Douglas James. My dear students, before I start the one act play, let me speak a few words about the features of one act play. Okay, One act play, the title itself reveals that it is a single act. Point number 1. Point number 2 is there will be very few characters. In one act plays there will be very few characters and a single situation, idea or problem is depicted in one act plays. A single situation, idea or problem is depicted, is described in one act plays. And my dear students, you remember the one act play is depicted in a single location. Therefore, we can come to know that the three unities of time, place and action are observed in one act plays. Okay, dear students, and coming to this one, if I were you, before I explain the one act play, let me ask you a question. Suppose while you were walking on the road, did you happen to see any person who resembled you, exactly alike you? And when you saw such a person, suppose, were you shocked or were you astonished? Were you surprised? And just imagine if you were in that person's place, exchanging, and sometimes even for evil deeds also, we can observe the people who come to the other's place. Okay, so in pictures also we can observe. Telugu, if you take Ramudu, Bemudu, hello brother, and Judwa, Hindi, like that we could come to know many movies. Gautam Nanda, recently one picture came. They look similar, like twins. Okay, so this is the thing. And if I were you is a one act play in which there are only two characters. There are only two characters. One is Gerard and the other one is intruder. And it is about an intruder. It is about an intruder who plans to kill a man who resembles him and assume his identity. Okay, dear students, the intended victim Gerard, his name is Gerard, however shows a presence of mind and foils the plan, damages the plan of the intruder. So the drama or the play begins like this. Just I explain you or I narrate you the drama or play. It is in the form of dialogues. Dear students, total gist I will explain you. If you read the dialogues, you can easily understand, and it is a humorous play. You can enjoy the essence of reading. Okay, dear students, First, listen very carefully. You can understand about what the drama is. Let me start. The play begins with Gerard. Gerard is one of the characters. There are only two characters. The play begins with Gerard talking to somebody over a phone. What was Gerard doing? He was talking to somebody on phone, telling that he would leave the house after some time. Gerard was telling somebody over a phone, and he was telling that he would be late or he would come out of the house after some time. At that time, an intruder barges into the house with a rifle in his hand, with a gun in his hand, and threatens Gerard. Put your hands up. What was Gerard doing at that time? You can come to know later. Okay, that man is similar in appearance. He is similar in built up, and he indicates that he refers to whom? The intruder. The intruder indicates that he knows about Gerard and his habits. He also reveals that he is a criminal. He worked somewhere. He did a job, and also said that things went wrong, and he killed a policeman. He killed a cop, and he was chased by the cops. He was chased by the police. And he also says that it is his luck. He has spotted Gerard somewhere. He saw Gerard somewhere, and when he saw Gerard somewhere, and he also came to know from two persons who were discussing the attitude of Gerard. What is the attitude of Gerard? Gerard makes a phone call. Gerard goes out. Gerard comes in. Okay. So the strange behavior of Gerard was discussed by two people, and that was heard by this intruder somewhere. And that intruder came here to get his identity after killing Gerard. He says to Gerard, I kill you and I take your identity with which I can be safe forever. So that's why I came here, to know about your movements. After knowing about your movements, I kill you and I take your identity with which I shall be safe. This is revealed by the intruder. Okay. Gerard does not appear to be frightened. Okay. He does not seem to be alarmed. He does not seem to be shocked or surprised. In fact, what he did is, he did his best to keep that intruder at ease, means free, and made him to involve in genial discussion or gentle conversation. Okay. So he also says, the intruder can get nothing by killing Gerard. Intruder is surprised. There is a conversation between Gerard and the intruder. That conversation, if we read, that is really fantastic. How Gerard convinces the intruder, and how he traps, and how he rescues or protects himself from that intruder. That is because of his presence of mind. He tells him, what benefit do you get by killing me? You can't get any benefit. So intruder is surprised. You can't kill me. If you kill me and get my identity, you feel that you can be safe. No, you cannot be safe. You are a crook. You are a bad fellow. Do you think that I am a Sunday school teacher? Do you feel that I am a saint? If the police did not arrest you as you, they may arrest you as me also, because I am also a criminal, and I killed a person. One of the persons of our gang is arrested by the police, and they are collecting the incriminating evidence with which they may come here and arrest me. That's why I would like to give the police a slip. Give a slip means it is an idiomatic expression, that is, I would like to escape from the police. Okay, and the intruder searches the bag of Gerard, and in that bag he finds a gun and also false mustaches, and there are some other cloths which are used for disguise and other things. So then this man asks Gerard, what is this all? Yes, I have already told you now, the police are searching for me. They may come here at any time. Okay, this is all disguised galore. Okay, I am going to use all these things. I would like to change my appearance. I go somewhere. This is all. So let us leave this place very soon. Otherwise, police may come here and they may arrest you and me. The intruder is in confusion now. What to do? Gerard takes it as an advantage and tells him. Previously he asks, who the intruder asks, I have come to know about you. Do you live here alone in this Essex cottage? Do people come to you often? Okay. And do you have a car? Gerard says, I have a car which is in garage. Okay, so finally Gerard compels or clearly tells the intruder to run away as the time is moving ahead. Okay, so they both go to the garage. He opens the gate. Okay, and that man, he shows the gun to Gerard, the intruder. Previously, Gerard tells, why are you worrying? If I tell lies, you have a gun with you, you can shoot me. Of course, they both go to the garage. He opens the gate of the garage. This man looks into, he observes what is inside. At that time, just Gerard snatches the gun from the intruder and pushes him inside. In fact, that is not a garage, that is a cupboard. When they were in the garage, there was a phone call. So immediately Gerard forces the intruder to go to the garage. So he goes and talks to somebody over the phone. Yes, I am coming. Within a short time, I am coming for rehearsal. And he also tells the person to meet the police, to go to the police station and inform the police to come over here and arrest the intruder. He informs. So at the end of the story, what have we found, my dear students? You try to understand. So in fact, this character Gerard is not a criminal. He is only a dramatist. In fact, he was setting his all disguise material. At that time, the intruder came. Immediately, an idea flashed in his mind and he created a story on the spot, with which he could be able to come out of the problem from the intruder. Okay, dear students, and he tries to manage, or he tries to trap the intruder and manages to outwit the intruder with his intelligence. Okay, dear students, and in fact, at the end, let me tell you about the play. The play is a delightful comedy bordering on farce. Farce is nothing but humor. The playwright means the dramatist or the writer. He uses a typical ingredients of melodrama, of course, but deliberately, intentionally subverts, means overturns to make the drama humorous. So that's why all these things are used here. In fact, melodrama means it is full of exaggeration, sensational story. In fact, melodrama means, but it is a humorous one. It is made humorous. That's why Happy Villain, he has created the character like that, and there is a resemblance between the hero and the villain. And the disguise galore, all these things are used to make the drama delightful and humorous, hilarious, dear students. So with his presence of mind, Mr. Gerard rescued himself, protected himself. On the spot he got ideas. Okay, so this is the one act play. My dear young students, read the one act play. It is in the form of dialogues. There is a beautiful, wonderful conversation between two characters, Gerard and Intruder. You can enjoy the dialogues, and of course you will have to memorize all the meanings. So dear students, with this, let me wind up my lecture today. I hope that you have understood well. Just I have narrated the gist. You can read dialogue wise, dialogue by dialogue. If you read, you can understand everything. Obviously, it is known to you that there will be an annotation and an answer. Okay, dear students, so read well, improve your ability, enhance your knowledge. Okay, you can come across many grammar points, concentrate on them. Okay, this conversation bores me. There is a sentence. What is its passive voice? I am bored by this conversation. Like that, there are many grammar points you can come across in this lesson also, in this one act play also. Okay, dear students, so thank you very much for listening to my lecture and watching the video. I wish you good luck.